C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Cutthroat Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T Cutthroat Radio Podcast. Yes, it is I, the host, the owner of the building. I'm in here doing evening announcements tonight. I had to get in here this evening. I got juicy shit to talk about. I got Wack100, he backpedaling. That's number one on the topic. I got E40, Thow'd right on out. We're going to get into that, talk about that. That's hot and fresh. Right out of the Golden One Center, I was out here. Of course, I work out here. I wasn't there that night, though. And it was explosive. They was on their feet all night. We're going to talk about it. The fans was going dumb on both parties. Number three, we're going to talk about Justice Clarence Thomas and his real estate scandal that he got going on. We definitely going to get into that. Good evening, Cuddy Slick. You already know. Well, it's top of the real AM. It's 12:30. It's 12:31 in the morning. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm in here doing what I do best, giving y'all the updates and announcements, the latest and greatest. You know, I got projects working on here, projects working over here, doing what I do. Just getting in. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to come talk to y'all. My display is set up because we're gonna talk NBA. I'm mad that a bitch. But that's all right. Number four, speaking of NBA, we're going to talk about it. Definitely get into all the details and everything right there. I got some stuff I want to talk about there. Long little list. And then number five, the racist rant that this guy named Mark Taylor, he did. Good morning, Cuddy. Good morning. And to everybody else that's going to catch this later on, good morning to all of y'all. This is Cutthroat Radio Podcast. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please go to YouTube right now and subscribe to the channel. All my latest and greatest is up there. You can catch all the content from my past content to the newest content right now. Subscribe, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, and get all of the latest and greatest. You'll get all the notifications, everything that I do live, everything that's already up there. You'll get that firsthand and foremost. But before I get into all the detail, before I get into all my spiel, before I get into my silly-nilly, you know I always got to play something. And the reason why I chose this song right here is because, again, E40 got Thow'd right on out, but I'm going to play it anyway. I don't own the rights to the music, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Whoa. Slapping in me Chrysler LeBaron, twisted off that happy Bobby McCarran. The hedges at me, shocking, staring. It's just the nights I'm rocking out of ice I'm wearing. I won't outlive it, I ain't sharing. I'm a home run hitter, Mr. Mac ain't wearing. The Mac ain't caring. I'm cutthroatish, no walk, get in a bitch notice. I'm clean like a greedy genius, stay fiendish. All up to par, star at the zenith. I'm leaning, dipping, blazing my zipping. Papers are vapors, man, we ain't tripping. So focused, cousin, subs keep me buzzing. Riding inside and you thought that I wasn't shit. Young blood, push the button. We slumping and bumping. Cuddy, it ain't nothing. Me and my train, riding in the lean. Hitting no ball, gets the city. Coming your way, riding no crow. Rolling down the block, bringing heat to your town. Right on out. Right on out. Right on out. Right on out. I got those. Right on out, right on out, phone. I'm not making them, I'm having fun, I'm going to get into all of this, I'm not making fun of E40. Twist up the cabbage, cack my feet up, I'm read up, cause I need the dough, and I stay with a slumper, that's all I know, we gon' roll you. Right on out, that's right, right on out, and slide on out, curse out, I get further, and when I'm on the beat, I call it murder, I kill a track, make a square fill a mat, and make a punk rock, show me with a spill ass, cop a clip spilling at, it's almost two, but no more, what we gon' do? Me and my train, riding in the lean, hitting no call, gets the city, coming your way, riding no crow. Let me grab me something to drink, be right back. Right on out, we gon' roll, right on out, we gon' roll, right on out, we gon' roll, right on out. Me and my train, riding in the lean, hitting no call, gets the city, coming your way, riding no crow. Right on out. Right on out, he got thrown. Right on out, he got thrown. Right on out, thrown. Right on out, he got thrown. Right on out. And you know, so we gotta get right into it. Wack100, he backpedaling, y'all. He backpedaling. I got the clip. I just want to say this. When I did this, I did the clip, right? I did the when he initially started, you know, he said he didn't know who Jay Diggs was. He said, oh, Jay Diggs, that's the nigga that kept the Mac Dre thing going. Oh, he did a lousy job. He did a boosty job. Like, he was throwing shots and everything like that. So he was getting his info. He got information. He know exactly who Jay Diggs is. He know exactly that Jay Diggs didn't say nothing because the motherfucker was in Clubhouse. I even got that recorded. A motherfucker was in Clubhouse and told him, man, Jay Diggs didn't even say nothing disrespectful about you. He just mentioned your name pertaining to the Blue Da Vinci, getting the debriefing paperwork, transcript, audio, whatever the case may be. And it was diverted by his tough guy Tuesday mentality to try to, throw a diversion so that way, you know, that Blue Da Vinci situation can kind of like fade away or go away or something like that. But you know, you barked up the wrong tree, right? And then you got to, you know, disrespecting auntie, which is cuz mom, you know, you got to disrespecting auntie. And so, that just, you know, that added, you know, to the bullshit that you normally do. And so you didn't know how far it was going to go. Now, mind you, you're not a rapper, Wack100. No, you're not going, I don't think you're going to make a diss record, but, and this could go so many different ways, but, now that you got this audio out of backpedaling, it's like you don't want the smoke because either somebody really close got to you and let you know that this is the wrong motherfucker to fuck with, or it's something along them lines of now, because now all of a sudden when I play the clip, now all of a sudden you saying, oh, I never heard, or he never said nothing about me. But it was like, before you said you didn't give a fuck if the motherfucker said or not. Because I remember clearly you saying, I don't give a fuck if he said, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Fuck your mama, you got to do something now. It was that type of energy. I got the clip. Let me go to the clip. It was that type of energy, you know. You all.
Yeah, I remember that room. Right?
Niggas come in the room. Didn't even know. He's over there talking crazy about it. I don't even know the nigga. I go bad on the nigga. Come to find out, he ain't said nothing crazy. Nothing.
Wait, who the fuck was that came in here and said that?
I'm showing one of them replays. I just don't remember the room.
Because that was some bullshit.
In here, right? So from that, I flip out on this nigga, right? And we all got to understand, I'm the one got to deal with the shit. Whatever it is. Why I got to deal
now
with
he pleading his case. He got to deal with it.
Go off what a nigga say. Not
he
what
go off what a nigga say.
And to this date, nobody could produce a clip from Clubhouse with that nigga saying nothing about me.
Right. But at the beginning, but before that, you were saying you didn't give a fuck about if he said anything or not. You said just because he mentioned your name, a motherfucker mentioned your name, now it's smoke. You want the smoke, and ain't no clip of this nigga saying anything about me. Niggas was saying that to you after you went off the deep end. I got that clip as well. So now you backpedaling. Man, don't nobody want to hear this shit. You lame. You a coward. You a sucker. What? You talked all this shit about a motherfucker auntie, suck this dick, suck that dick, this, that, and the third, nasty ass shit. Now you backpedaling. Fuck that. Press is on, nigga. Fade is gonna happen. You gotta get seen. You will be seen. You will be touched. Something gonna happen to you. The diss track is out. Video coming soon. Fuck Wack100. That's coming soon. It's diss tracks gonna be flying out this motherfucker. Motherfuckers is talking about doing diss tracks left and right. You might even see a Wack100 diss challenge fly out this bitch. It's green light on this motherfucker. This motherfucker don't get no break. It ain't no break. It ain't no stop, because now you got this video or this audio talking about, oh, this nigga ain't never said nothing about me. Niggas told you that. You can't backpedal this now. That's over with. Give me my display. Give me my motherfucking display. I'd have knocked the pen off. Give me the display. Where my display at? What? You boosy. You backpedal so fast. Oh, here we go. You backpedal so fast, Wack. This nigga taking the high. He went off and disrespected somebody he didn't even know. Now all of a sudden, and he keeps saying, I didn't know the motherfucker. But now in this clip, you're not even saying you didn't know the motherfucker. Now you saying he ain't said nothing about you. First is you didn't know this motherfucker though. And then you was sigging on the nigga. You know, you was trying to clown cuz age, and then you said he was the motherfucker that killed Mac Dre, all of this extra wild ass shit. But now all of a sudden, oh, I went off the deep end. I got to deal with this shit. I might die. Let's finish the clip.
But I went off with another nigga coming here saying, it ain't gonna happen no more.
Till you backpedal. Let me go back.
I accept what them come now. I know the nigga. I go, who the fuck is J Diggs?
Yeah, I remember that wrong.
It was a rumor. It was never no rumor. Nigga, you started that shit. He said that.
I go bad on the nigga.
He keeps saying, who the fuck is J Diggs?
Crazy.
Come to find out, he never said nothing crazy. So if you found out he never said nothing crazy,
that came in here and said,
if you never heard no clip of him saying anything crazy, how did you find out the clip that was being said that he never said, or how did you find out he never said nothing crazy about you? Like, how did you find out this information? If you didn't hear any clip of him disrespecting you, how did you hear this clip? Who brought this clip to you? What's up? Good evening, Cuddy. I see you on here. I'm just going over the Wack100. Just giving my input on the Wack100. Just thinking out loud about the Wack100 and dissing J Diggs and my auntie and all of that shit right there. Just giving, some thought about it. And I'm just over here thinking to myself, I listened to this bullshit that this nigga just tried to run, and I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, you can't backpedal now. It's too late. It's too motherfucking late. I'm going to tell you why it's too late. You disrespected a motherfucker mama and some more shit. You threw allegations out there, alleged allegations out there about saying that this motherfucker might have something to do with the fact that Mac Dre dead. All of this shit, nigga, that's no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Fuck no. And you don't get to just tuck it away or let it ride. No, we pressing. It's press time. Now, I'm in the media. My voice is out there. I know my face. I get it, So, for the goons and the motherfuckers that's in the backfield, you ain't gonna see their face. You don't know who they are. You would never know none of that. You ain't gonna get it out of me. Never. I gotta keep putting it up here because I'm going into my NBA and I'm just getting ready for my swings and everything. You ain't gonna get it out of me. Shit. I ain't got nothing in the motherfucker. What'd he say? They tried to tell him that when he was doing that live talk, but he said he didn't care and he wants fade now from J Diggs. Exactly. That's exactly what he said. He didn't give a fuck about none of that he didn't care about nothing. That's what he said out loud. We all heard that shit. I got the audio. Hold on, let me wipe my hand. We all heard the audio out loud. That's the thing. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I got this liquid on me. We all heard the audio out loud, right? Hold on. I know y'all like, how this nigga gonna do the show and he all over the place. We all heard the audio. We all heard the disrespect. We all heard the blasphemy. We all heard the shots fired in so many different words. We all heard what Wack100 said, even when Blue Da Vinci was telling him. You know, even when other people in Clubhouse was telling him, you know, no, that ain't, you know, he actually didn't say anything negative or disrespectful to you, Wack. And that motherfucker said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's exactly what he said. Cuddy Slick said it right here. They tried to tell him that when he was doing all that blah, 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 barking and shit, they was trying to tell him, nah, he didn't say nothing. And the nigga still didn't listen to that. So now you don't get a chance to, you can't backpedal. Let's go.
That.
Show one of them replays. I just don't remember the room.
Because that was some bullshit.
Right?
Then he tried to say he didn't remember the room. Nigga, you know it was exactly the room, exactly the time, and all of the shit. It's fucking documented.
So from that, I flip out on this nigga, right?
This is the whack-ass. He's on here talking to his whack-ass. I call them whack-ass. Or, whack-sexuals. Or whack-sapiens. You can call them whack-sapiens, whack-sexuals, or whack-ats. Whichever three you want to call them. Let's keep going. Because they all believe in him. I'm the one got to deal with the shit. Whatever it is. Why I got to deal with it? I'm going to just back up a little bit because I've been talking. Go bad on the nigga. Come to find out, he ain't said nothing crazy. Nothing.
Wait, who the fuck was that came in here and said that?
Show one of them replays.
They trying to help him now.
They
trying to help him backpedal.
Right? So from that, I flip out on this nigga, right? And what all got to understand, I'm the one got to deal with the shit. Whatever it is. Why I got to deal with it? Duh. So I go off what a nigga say, not what they let me hear. And till this date, nobody could produce a clip from Clubhouse with that nigga saying nothing about me. But they could produce the clip saying that he didn't say nothing about you. What another nigga coming here saying. They could produce the clip saying that he didn't say anything about you. I accept what them come now. I might lose my life or lose my freedom behind what a nigga coming in. And that's cool. I accept that. So with R&B and understanding, it's the wrong time to come telling me what a nigga said without the clips. I don't want to hear it. You got the clips? I don't want to hear it. Yo, Flossie, did you? I ain't said none of that, Wack. She said she ain't said it. He ain't got the clips. You ain't got the clips. I don't want to hear it. Hey, the clips. Everybody got the clips. I got the clips. We get the clips. Hold on. Hey, did you hear how many times that nigga said clips? I got the clips. You got the clips. I want the clips. You got the clips. Give me the clips. That nigga must have said clips 6, 7 different times. I got the clips. You got the clips. We want the clips. I want the clips. I need the clips. Clips. Nigga, fuck all the clips. We heard the clips. We heard what you said. Now you gotta do the fade. Do the boo goo. I can't show it. I don't even want to play with it. I can't show mine on camera because I wasn't raised that way. But please believe it's click clack gang, homie. In the words of how y'all talk down there in LA, it's click. I mean, not the click clack part, but homie. What's up, big homie? Ain't that, no disrespect to the Pacoima Pie rules and all the gang members and all of that other stuff, but ain't that how y'all talk? What's up, big homie? Since you disrespecting family members and shit like that, you know what I mean? What's up, big homie? That's how y'all do, right? Pyru on Pyru, right? That's what you say, Wack100 on Pyru, right? What's up, big homie? That's what you say, right? Just real shit. So let's go. This nigga backpedaling like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember that room. Right?
Niggas come in the room.
Didn't even know.
Niggas over there talking crazy about it. I said, I don't even know the nigga. I go bad on the nigga. Come to find out, he ain't said nothing crazy. Nothing.
Wait, who the fuck was that came in here and said that?
I'm showing one of them replays. I just don't remember the room.
Because that was some bullshit.
In here, right? So from that, I flip out on this nigga, right? And what all gotta understand, I'm the one got to deal with the shit. Whatever it is, why I got to deal with it. So I go off what a nigga say, not what they let me hear. And till this date, nobody could produce a clip from Clubhouse with that nigga saying nothing about me.
But they can produce the clip saying he didn't say nothing about you, cuz.
But I went off with another nigga coming here saying.
Right.
It ain't gonna happen.
Sucker shit.
I accept with them coming in. I might lose my life or lose my freedom behind with a nigga coming in. And that's cool. I accept that. So what R&B ain't understanding, it's the wrong time to come telling me what a nigga said without the clips.
Without the clips.
I don't want to hear it. You got the clips? I don't want to hear it. Yo, Flossie, did you? I ain't said none of that. Wax, she said she ain't said it. He ain't got the clips. You ain't got the clips. I don't want to hear it. Case closed to me. I don't give a fuck. Just real shit. So, you know. If you ain't got the clips, I don't want to hear it. And I find it very hard that out of...
He said clips. 5 times. I counted 5 times on my head. The clips, the clips, the clips, the clips, the clips. I just let it run through. It is what it is. We gonna move on. So yeah, I got the clip even for the situation that happened with E40, man. This is a situation that shouldn't have happened. This dude, from my understanding and from what I've saw, you know, E40, he goes out and he be at these games and you know, I mean, not to move over from Wack100. Wack100, you got to produce that face straight up and down. You know, ain't no bullshit right there. Boom, solid there. You disrespect family members, so you know, do what you need to do. Step up like a man. Take the fade. And then going about your business, you know what I'm saying? Because cuz gonna continue to press you. Everybody from every part of the family gonna press you. It's on the cracking, you know what I'm saying? It's green light. It is what it is, nigga. A nigga want that smoke. A nigga want that phase. So, you know, do what you gotta do. Step up to the plate. Be a man. Grow a pair. Have some kahunas. And see my cousin about that fade because you disrespected his mama. Auntie ain't playing with that bullshit. We got E40 though. Let's go moving on to number 2. Real quick, real fast. I got 5 things on the thing. Majority of this is NBA, so we're gonna go through it. And we, you know, I'm gonna talk about, you know, subscribing and put the thing in the subscription and all that later on. But E40, he was at the Kings in Sacramento Golden State. He was at the Sacramento and Golden State Warriors game yesterday. Yesterday he was at the game, and I believe it was at the end of the game. They lost. The Golden State Warriors lost. And but in the whole entire game, from what you could see in the crowd was pandemonium. Everybody was on the edge of their seats. Everybody was standing up the entire game. Nobody was sitting down. Everybody was focusing on that court. Nobody was going to get snacks and none of that shit the entire game. Motherfuckers was holding a piss and some more shit. Motherfuckers had the boo-boo and everything and was sitting there watching that game. It was a nail biter. And so 40 was sitting where he normally probably sit, courtside seats or whatever the case may be. Him and his wife, him and his whoever he was with, whatever the case may be on that part, his entourage. And so Karen and Ken was behind, husband and wife of, I call them Karen and Ken because these are the new age people that, you know, white supremacy. They made the call to white supremacy. They called the white supremacy the 1-800 white supremacy hotline, and they called and was able to get the supremacy over there to assist and aid them to removing this African American out of their space and even out of the arena. So white supremacy took over again. Karen and Ken made the call to on the supremacy hotline, and what they did was they dialed 1-800 white supremacy, and white supremacy was to the rescue. Here go the clip.
Ejected from last night's playoff game between the Sacramento Kings and the Warriors in Sacramento, and he says racial bias was the reason for his removal. E40 was ejected from last night's playoff game between the Sacramento Kings and the Warriors in Sacramento, and he says racial bias was the reason for his removal. The video has been shared out there on social media. The rapper, whose name is Earl Stevens, says he was subjected to disrespectful heckling over the course of the game. He says during the fourth quarter, he turned around to politely address the woman. Well, seconds later, he says he was approached by security and escorted off the court. E40 says security assumed he had instigated the heckling. In a statement released today, E40 said, unfortunately, it was yet another reminder that despite my success and accolades as a musician and entrepreneur, racial bias remains prevalent. Security saw a disagreement between a black man and a white woman and immediately assumed that I was at fault. Now, the Sacramento Kings also released a statement today, reading in part, the Sacramento Kings take these claims seriously and are investigating the facts and circumstances regarding the situation as we do.
Yeah, and so, you know, that whole entire clip is, it's unfortunate, you know. What's up, Cam? I see you all here. Good morning, top of the morning to you folks. I see you, loved one. It's unfortunate that E40 had to go through that. Karen and her husband was sitting behind him, obviously, in the clip. And so they were antagonizing and taunting him probably the entire game, which all fans do. It's a playoff game. The Kings haven't been in the playoffs since before iPhones came out. iPhones wasn't even invented yet. So, of course, the King fans is going to be hooting and hollering. E40 and the Golden State Warriors have been winning the last 8 years. 4 out of the last 8 years. The Kings ain't been nothing, and they was barely anything at Arco Arena. The only thing they running is from Arco Arena to downtown. That's all they're running. They don't run the West. What's good, Cut? I see you. Much love, my nigga. You know, who they say who runs the West? Well, it sure ain't Sacramento. It sure the fuck ain't Sacramento. I'm going to tell you why. The only thing they fucking run is from Arco Arena, where they used to play at, to motherfucking downtown at the Golden One. That's all they running. That's it. Light the beam. You know what light the beam sound like? Dope fiend shit. Dope fiends. Give me the bottles and everything. Give me my display. Give me my display. Because I'm finna we're going right into, we supposed to go into Justice Clarence Thomas. Let's go there. Let's go there. I got all worked up because E40 got thrown right on out. They throwed him right on out. They throwed him out because he African American, and white supremacy did not want him in the same area as him. His comeback, his fireback, his retaliation, his backlash that he's receiving now, but his rebuttal towards Karen and Ken was so powerful and so black that they had to dial 1-800 white supremacy, and white supremacy came over right with a cape. They swooped down and they said, nigger, get the hell. You know that song by Jay-Z, Still Nigga? Let's go to the clip. Perfect time to play this song. The story of OJ. Let's go here.
Light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga. Rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. I like that second one. Light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga. Rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga.
Still nigga.
Still nigga. OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay, house nigga, don't fuck with me. I'm a field nigga with Sean Cutlery. Go play the quarters where the butlers be. I'ma play the corners where the hustlers be. I told them, please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama renting. Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. That's how you rent it. I bought that BB12 engine. Wish I could take it back to the beginning. I could have bought a place in Dumbo before it was Dumbo for like $2 million. That same building today is worth $25 million. Guess how I'm feeling? Dumbo. Light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga. Rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga.
Still nigga. Still nigga. Don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how many accolades you acquire over a lifespan. No matter if you become a humanitarian, no matter if you give back to the multiple communities globally, it no matter what you do, still nigga. They dialed the 1-800 white supremacy hotline. And I'm talking about still nigga to the rescue. Let's keep going. It's a scandal going on. Clarence, what the fuck are you doing? Judge, Justice, Clarence Thomas. This nigga's caught red-handed in the cookie jar. So the GOP is a scandal going on with the real estate mogul and mega donor Harlan Crow. He's a billionaire and he is close to Clarence Thomas Justice. Now, here's the thing here. You're supposed to disclose any and all personal gifts, items, or whatever that is given to you before and while and I don't know after, but before and during your reign, your justice. And you got billionaire friends that give you things. Now, I don't know if you're funny. I don't know if you're gay. No, I don't. But, okay, so the relationship has to be like a brotherhood or something like that for you guys to just be so close to where, you know, this dude is giving you $350,000 worth of whatever, or $500,000 worth of whatever, or whatever the case may be. Like you giving away this, spending money left and right on this justice. Now, are you spending this money to cover up some shit? Are you, is this justice in your pocket? And he black too. Justice Clarence Thomas is a black justice, first and foremost. And he's in a real estate scandal. Now, you done gave him some property. You done gave him an investment in some property, probably even a community, probably a, what do you call it? An apartment complex or whatever the case may be, multiple units or whatever the case may be in a subdivision or whatever. But you're caught. You're with a mega donor. Now, this mega donor, that word mega donor, it means he's donating to the cause. He's helping the cause. He's you know, like it's like somebody need a blood transfusion. I'm a donor, so if you need a blood, my blood is blood A or blood B, whatever the blood type is, then and I can help you. Then I was able to give you some of my blood or whatever the case may be. Well, that's what he's doing in the real estate. He's giving away. He's helping Crooked Justice here. I come up with a quick one, slick one. Crooked Justice, Clarence Thomas Justice. is in this scandal with Harlan Crow. The Harlan Crow is the billionaire, and the scandal is with Clarence Thomas Justice. Now, he's disclosed in the past about the gifts that he got from this same cat, but since recent, he's been receiving big gifts, mega huge gifts. That's why they call him a megadonor. He's been receiving mega huge gifts, and now he's not disclosing anything. He's not reporting anything, and I think they may be gay. I don't know. They might be in a relationship. I'm just saying. But, you know, we'll the scandal is going to unfold anyway. The more the more I get, the more I bring here and give you my opinions. And I think it's a relationship going on personally, because the fact that you're so close. Where's the wives at? Like, if you're married, why the wives ain't in here in play when these scandals are going on? Are they getting hush money to shut up? Do they even really know? Like, what's really going on? So we'll figure it out. We'll find out what's going on with Chief Justice scandal over there. Justice Clarence Thomas and Harlan Crow. These two niggas is in a thing. Who is this right here? Let's get him in here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know why it's not. I hate this. So anyway, I was just talking, and I see people trying to get in here with me. So I just want to keep going with here. The scandal is this. And I don't know if they even using him as a guinea pig. This might be a overlay for the underplay. You know how they do. You know how they do. They use us. They use us any way they can, especially if there's some money involved. We fall for the lowest bag. You know what I mean? And we want to fit in their system, and they program so much. I be listening and talking to, you know, people that talk like this, and they be like, man, yeah, people always want to be a part of the system, their way. And it's like, you know, if you just do you and don't worry about all of that, you know, you'll be better off. I created my own lane. And here I am in my own lane. Now, I got to figure out why this thing is not allowing me to... well, I sent you the thing. It's not allowing me to... okay, I sent you the thing. I don't know. I sent you the thing. I don't know why it ain't letting me go. Renee, I don't know. But anyway, if you manage to get in here, Renee, let's have a discussion. I'm just going over some of this stuff about the scandal that's going on. And I hope that, you know, that he's able to come out of the scandal on top. But I know he's not. He's not a Donald Trump, though. See, Trump will come out of this scandal. Trump will come out of this scandal on top. I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody say. Trump already got scandals going on right now, and he beating them all. Let's keep going. NBA. Oh, wow. The NBA today was... oh, my God. I'm so mad. Fuck the Lakers. As an organization, staff, record label, street crew, street team, basketball team, NFL team, I don't give a fuck the Lake Show. Ed, The moment y'all lose your mouthpiece, I'm gonna bleed you, Ed. You bet not lose the give me my motherfucking display, Ed, right now. Ed. 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 Ed! Ed. Ed. Play with me. Now, okay. I did not want the Lake Show to win today, but it's the first game, Ed. I'm not worried about it, Ed. You got and you better win, because if you don't win the next game, I'm bleeding you. But that's okay. Lake Show, Grizzlies. Lake Show took it over the Grizzlies, 128-112. John Morant hurt his hand / wrist somewhere in there in that caliber. It was a nasty fall. Took a nasty fall right there in that game. AD, he also hurt himself. He couldn't feel his arm for a slight, 15 minutes or some shit like that. Was able to come back after a timeout and finish off. And he finished off strong. So it wasn't too much bad going on right there. And Grandpa LeBron, he was hitting threes all over the court. And the great white hype, Reeves, he was putting on a spectacular show as well. For being his first time in the playoff setting. So it was a lot of star power going on in that game today. The Lake Show, they showed a lot of team effort. They showed a lot of aggression. They attacked the rim. They was shooting perimeter shots. They was shooting threes. They was playing as a unit. Getting that ball around, things of that nature. Kind of hiccups here, a little bit of hiccups there, but nothing too much. As far as, mistakes and turnovers here and there, not too much. Like I said, Grizzlies was more so, fighting to stay alive, trying to, get in the game, trying to, stay above sea level. And they came back here or there, but it just wasn't enough. Again, when John Morant went down, he went down and basically the team went down. On a side, it's not really a side note because I already said it. Like the beam, no, don't like the beam because it sounds like some dope fiend shit on a side note. But yeah. So the Grizzlies, I still got the Grizzlies in this series. I'm not going to give up on the Grizzlies. Hopefully, and John Morant will not be returning the next game, which is in a few days. So he got time to get reevaluated and see if he going to return the following game. So game 3. He won't be returning game 2, but hopefully he'll be returning game 3 and be able to help the Grizzlies put the Lake Show away. If not, I'm still gonna run with the Grizzlies and hopefully they do what they need to do to slow the Lake Show down. Ed. Little Brandon. Give me the bottles. Give me my thing, Little Brandon. Give me my thing, Little Brandon. I can't get up every 2 seconds though. I'm tired. Little Brandon. Here, Little Brandon. Little Brandon, y'all took the win. Y'all got the W over the Bucks, 130-117. Little Brandon, it's just the first game. You're not finna go past the Bucks. You're not. I'm sorry. You're not! Little Brandon? You won't make it past the Bucks. You got the first game. They're still gonna get you in this series. Stop. And just magically, if you do make it past the Bucks, whoever see you in the next series, they got you. So I don't even know why you're getting hooting and hollering. Let's keep going. Did anybody hurt themselves in the Heat game? Yes, they did. So in the Heat game, Giannis suffered he fell. It was his back / tailbone. He fell kind of hard. He tried to come back out. He tried to come back out a few times. but he just couldn't do it, so he stayed out the rest of the game, and that was actually a good look. Time to heal, get himself together, and get back on the court in game 2, hopefully against the Heat. Suffering a hand injury, will be out the rest of the playoffs. Probably won't come back next season until the middle of the season or whatever. Tyler Hero, he suffered a bad injury with his hand, and he's out for the rest of the playoffs. They took the win 130-117, the Heat. Hopefully Giannis will be back second game, and the Bucks will be on the move to win there. If you just now tuning in, I'm just now getting into the NBA. I talked about Justice Clarence Thomas. I talked about E40 getting thrown out, and I talked about Wack100, and I played all the clips. We're on the Clippers now. Clippers got the win over the Suns by 5, 115-110. It was just all good basketball all around. I must say today, I enjoyed watching the basketball. Again, I was a little bit disappointed in the fact that the Lake Show took home the win over the Grizzlies, but again, it's the first of the series. I'm going with the Grizzlies on this one, just because I know that they can do it, regardless of what Grandpa LeBron can do over there and punk ass AD. Yeah, I'm going. The playback. Of course, Wack100, he backpedaling. E40, he got throwed him right on out. They throwed him right on out. And then, I talked about Justice Clarence Thomas and that scandal over there with the billionaire, as far as the real estate scandal, and the disclosing of getting gifts and the properties and things of that nature versus not being honest and not disclosing everything now that he getting the big money and stuff like that. I went over all of that. And so now I'm in the NBA. I talked about the Lake Show and the Grizzlies, how I felt about that, the injuries suffered there, the points that were scored, 128-112. John Morant, he hurt his hand. AD hurt his arm. AD came back. John Morant did not. Grandpa LeBron was hitting threes. Okay, Grandpa LeBron hit threes. And the great white hype, Reeves, he was putting on the show over there. Lakers did their thing. Walked out of there with the W. Side note, the beam sound like dope fiend shit. I don't know why niggas in Sacramento say that. Maybe these are Sacramento dope fiends that's playing on the court talking about like the beam. I don't know. I'm just saying, though. Any beam or any lighting of a beam where I'm from, it was crack, and the dope fiends was lighting the beam, beaming up Scotty. That's what they was doing. I don't know where you from. The Heat took the Bucks win, W over there, 130-117, which I really thought the Heat was going to lose the very first game. But again, it's the first game, little Brandon. Don't worry. Don't worry about it over there at all. And the game that E40 got thrown out of was the Sacramento Kings and Golden State. I forgot to say that. The Golden State Warriors lost to the Kings. I didn't write the score down, but of course, the Kings lit the beam on Golden State. But that's fine, and E40 got thrown out of that game. We hear Bucks and Heat. Giannis, he fell on his back, tailbone / back injury. Out for the rest of the game. He could return to the second game, just depending on. We're going to keep a close eye on that. Tyler Hero, he suffered a real bad wrist injury, hand injury. He will not be returning to the playoffs, so he's out for the rest of the remainder of the season with the Miami Heat. Going on to the Clippers. Clippers and Suns. Again, the Clippers took the Suns by 5, 115-110. Good basketball games there. No injuries on the Clippers and Suns. Russell Westbrook looked pretty damn good out there today. Balled his ass off. Nuggets got the win over the Wolves, 109-80. I was actually exiting on my way out of work watching that game, but I didn't catch the rest of it. But I just knew the Wolves was going to do it anyway. I mean, the Nuggets was going to do it over the Wolves anyway. Let's just keep going right here. I do have another clip. This last but not least on the list. Racism at its all-time high. This dude from Atlanta, no, he's not even from Atlanta. He's from Houston County. He's a trainer. He's a football coach, a trainer, an ex-trainer, something like that. Mark Taylor. He's in a video using the N-word towards Atlanteans, talking about hanging them, etc. these type of people still exist in this world today, and we need to stop being in denial and naive to this type of behavior that's going on. This type of bigotry and racism still exists today. They used to be called sundown towns. They call them different names now. But I do have a clip of the bigotry.
Got the Glock by. Yeah, so got the Glock by the bed. Here we go. Room service. Y'all need y'all to bring me some chicken wings. 2.
A racist rant with repeated uses of the N-word.
Atlanta. Damn.
This man is Mark Taylor, a former Houston County teacher who most recently has been training prospective college athletes. These videos have been widely circulated on social media. We recorded them from Facebook, which shows Mark on a visit to Atlanta, here driving, referencing the lynching of black people.
Look at that I pull out for me right here. Hey, did you see that tree right there?
I tracked down one of Coach Taylor's former players.
Yeah, I was at a loss of words, man. And you know, most of the kids, 95% of the kids that he's training, they're black kids.
Tim Shelley II, now a coach himself at Gordon State College in Barnesville, said he's known Mark Taylor for about a decade.
I've been friends and I've worked with him for ever since I played ball. You know, I've never seen this type of behavior out here. I would have never known he was that kind of guy.
Shelley said these videos shocked him. He's talked with Mark about race issues, but he believes these videos show the true character of his former coach.
You know, I don't think it just comes out of the blue. I think that's who he is.
And so this type of behavior exists. This type of stuff happens every day. It may not happen in your neighborhoods right now. It may not even be at your doorstep. But the shit is out there in this world in 2023. 2023. Racism is at an all-time high. White supremacy, bigotry is at an all-time high. E40 just suffered it yesterday, and people suffer it every other day. Whether you'll be a top dog celebrity with money, accolades, and things like that, or you be a nobody low down to the ground, just a human, basic human being, a 9 to 5, working every day, living to check to pay your bills, and that's what happens to you. This is what happens to you. He said Atlanta used to be a white town. Now it's a nigger town. Atlanta used to be a fun city to go to. Now it's not a good place to be because all of them are there, the niggers. He's vicious. He was a coach. His name is Mark Taylor. He's a coach, and he coached African Americans, black kids. That's really him. That's how you get down. It's unfortunate that people like him still exist. It's real unfortunate. Wish they could eradicate him. Wish that they could find a place for him like they do crooks. I don't know what this is in my pocket here. I wish they could find a place. And not with the general population. Nope. These people, they walk on earth thinking that it's okay to think like this, thinking that it's okay to feel the way they feel. And then they program their children to do the exact same thing. They tell them to think like that. They tell them to act like that. They tell them to be just like that. It's generational. That's generational racism. He was like that coming up. That's not overnight racism. That's racism from birth. And that still exists today. Today. Yes, it does. White America spelt with 3 Ks. I blame you. You're to blame. Yes, you are. This shit is sad. You can't be a rapper. You die. You can't go to basketball games and cheer for your team. You'll get thrown out the stadium. You can't go buy a pack of Skittles with a hoodie on. You'll get shot by an officer that's not really an officer. You can't rely on the police because the police will kill you. They dismantled and destroyed the Black Panther Party for this same situation that we face today. We can't trust nobody. Michael Jackson, he died. Rest in peace. They don't really care about us. Nope. They don't. Nope. Nope. If they did, we wouldn't be in the... Now, here's this. We put ourselves so far into this shit because we wanted to be accepted by this society. We want to be accepted by this class of people. We want to be accepted by white supremacy. How can we be accepted by white supremacy and they doing it to us? We will never be accepted. We're 2 3/3 less than humans to them. I got the book, James Lowen, right there. Come on, guys. Oh my God, guys. I've been on it. And I brought it to y'all many times, but I've been on this. This has been going on. Even for me being in this location. They see me and I dress relaxing. I dress the way I want to because this is I made and created all of this. I may rent out the space but it's my, and so I dress the way I want to because it's my business. I don't have to wear a fucking suit and tie to come in here. I don't have to wear click-clacks and a slacks. And I'm not going to wear. I'm going to be comfortable sitting here behind this desk doing what I do with y'all. I'm not going to be in here all hot dog. I'm going to be loosey-goosey. I'm going to get the juices rolling. And I'm going to wear what the fuck I want to. Society, you are programmed in society to be a certain way. Racism keeps you aligned. You can't say this. You can't say that. You can think it, but you can't say it. The moment you say it, you're racist. They say it, it's just an opinion. But they got him saying on tape, hang niggers. Oh, man. I wonder if he's incarcerated. I'm going to do some more research on it, but I didn't, on that clip, I did not, they didn't say he was taken to any type of law enforcement came and detained him. He wasn't detained at all. But this son bitch and others like him are out there. They're training and teaching. They're imbuing this into their kids. That's what they're doing. This is generational white supremacy. White America, spelled with 3 Ks, I blame you. I hold you accountable. I hold you responsible. This is your fucking fault. Now, y'all gonna say, Rob, why you always blame white people? If you hear what I said, white people, white America, not white people. White America spelt with 3 Ks. I'm not blaming white people because it's white people that I love. It's white people that's in my family. It's white people that ain't like that. White America spelled with 3 Ks, though, they're nasty. Them the Proud Boys. Them the people that do this type of shit and think they can get away with it. Them the motherfuckers that think they run this country to this day. They look down on us. They think we 2 3/3 less than them. Their cats and dogs hold more value to them than we do. And we're human. We have a conscience. We have a brain to think, a capacity to think and to achieve and to create and to imagine and to exist beyond. A dog can't do that. A cat can't do that. A bird can't do that. Now, we can't fly like a bird. We can't chirp like a bird. We can't run fast like a dog or a cat. We don't run on 4 legs. We're not sitting in a, well, they do put us in cages, but we're not sitting in a kennel. They do put us in kennels, but we're not sitting in a kennel eating fucking chow, but they do that. In so many ways, that's what prison is. Lock us up in cages like animals. Listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and preach all fucking night about this shit. All I'm fucking saying is we know what they're doing. The shit is in our fucking face. We just need to stop acting like it's not. Don't be naive to this shit. Like, open your fucking eyes out there. You're so goddamn woke on everything else. You're so fucking woke on the Easter Bunny not laying goddamn eggs, but you ain't woke to racism that's sitting in your fucking face. You so worried about a situation between 2 people that holds no value at all versus the shit that holds value, which is this racism that's right in our face. It's okay for this motherfucker to shoot a video. He went around with his phone talking about how Atlanta was it's infested with niggers. He called room service and said, "Nigga, let me get..." I got white family members that say that word, and we don't trip. But it's a difference, and we all know the difference. Let's not be naive to this shit, man. Y'all stupid. If y'all gonna sit here and believe that racism don't exist, y'all stupid. The Cuddy mom says it so well. I wish I could just get her on the phone and record her vocals saying, "You stupid." I just want to just record that part. "You stupid." And she said it different ways, right? So you'll get it's a quote unquote turf etiquette. So she said, you stupid." That means like you dumb stupid, like it's a dumb and stupid together. And then there's you stupid, like that's dope. You fresh for doing that. That's stupid. That's retarded. Like, hyphy. And then it's you stupid. Like this nigga retarded. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's different feelings and emotions behind the stupid. And I could just hear her saying, if I could just record that and bring that to my audience, man, y'all will laugh at that shit. And even then, you can just hear the Cuddy say it. "Man, you stupid, Rob." Karen. It's fucked up how they did 40 Water at the goddamn Golden One. 40 Water didn't deserve it. He a businessman, a mogul, doing his thing. I see him going to different arenas, and he travels to different stadiums. He go around the world to he go around the United States. He goes and travels with the 49ers, and he travels with Golden One. So he's been to multiple stadiums. He don't, get out of character and stuff like that. So for them to do that to him, it was just a lot of animosity and a lot of tension built up. And for him to be escorted out like that is just beyond humiliating towards him and the rest of everybody. So they talking about doing an investigation. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Wack100, he's backpedaling. He don't want the shade. He don't want the smoke. He don't want the fire. He don't want no type of nothing. So he backpedaling. And y'all heard the audio. Clarence Thomas, the real estate deal with the GOP, the mega donor, Harlan Crow, the billionaire, they folks, You know, it's a scandal going over there. He ain't disclosing the gifts and everything that he's supposed to disclose. We went over all of this. So Wack100 was 1. E40 was number 2. The Justice Clarence Thomas was number 3. NBA was number 4. We talked about all of that stuff in there. And number 5 was the racism. You know, the coach driving around with the phone and the racism and stuff like that. And so I just, you know, I had to get this off because I'm seeing the bloggers, you know, this shit is getting out fast. So I definitely got to get in here as fast as I can. And if you didn't get it here, you're going to get it later, or you can go to my YouTube channel and get it over there as well. All the content and stuff is definitely over there. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, the subscription will be in the description once I post and everything like that. Cutthroat Radio Podcast at YouTube. You hit the notification bell once you get over there, the subscription button when you get over there, and hit the like button, leave a comment, and share, tell a friend. We going up. Interviews is coming. You know, I got a long list of interviews. I just want to show my face for now. I got personal things going on. Plus, I have to pick up another job, and so I'm moving, doing things that I do. Young Alfie, I see you. What's up, cuz? Basically going over what I went over this quick little podcast. And letting y'all know what's going on. Music and everything is coming. Videos and everything is still rolling. I just got a lot going on in my personal life. I have to work 2 jobs once again, you know, to keep the lights on, pay the bills, and being able to do things that I need to do in my personal life. And so, doing what I do, you know, doing what I do. Again, Wack100, you know, he backpedaling. Jay Diggs dropped a diss record. He working on doing part 1. He's working on part 2. Shot some of the scenes in Oakland at the Dre mural. Going to Stockton to shoot some more scenes. Was in the Crest shooting scenes to wrap up the video there. Dissing Wack100. From what I heard, they putting out a diss Wack100 diss challenge. So look forward to that coming out sometime soon. Number 2, E40. He got throwed right on out. They throwed him right on out, dude. They throwed him right on out. They throwed him. Sugar Wolf, I see you. I was just basically going over Wack100. He backpedaling now. We shared a lot of thoughts, but he backpedaling now. It's a clip out showing that, or talking about audio saying that, oh, I didn't know, nobody told me this, nobody told me that, I heard it from this, I heard it from that, I never heard the nigga say anything. Man, bullshit, all that is a bunch of bullshit. The nigga said he didn't give a fuck about all of that. When Blue Da Vinci was telling him he didn't say nothing bad about him, he didn't give a fuck about all of that. When the nigga in Clubhouse said he didn't say nothing about him, and everybody else was telling the nigga he didn't say nothing about him. So here we go. Now you backpedaling. It ain't gonna happen. Nigga, run the fade. I was talking about all of that shit. E40 throwed him right on out. I was talking about that, but the reason why he got throwed out is because he responded to Ken and Karen behind him, which was, you know, antagonizing, aggressive, but everybody was on the edge of their seat. The whole entire fucking stadium was pandemonium. Everybody was standing up. So for these 2 punk motherfuckers to get to acting, you know, all foul and disrespectful because E40 was standing up, I think it was a little bit more than that. And E40 probably turned around and responded the way he responded, called him a bitch and you a tramp and all this other stuff, you know, I don't know. But, you know, they throwed him out. And so that I was talking about this, the real estate scandal that's been going on. He's an actual justice. I was talking about that, giving my insight on that and about how the scandal's going on. He's, you know, first he was disclosing all of the stuff that he was being given, and then once the gifts start going a little bit bigger and things start getting a little bit out of control, he stopped disclosing stuff. So I talked about that and gave my feedback on that shit right there. The NBA, talked about that, knocked over my display because my Bulls lost. Fuck, I hate the Lakers. I don't hate the Lakers, I'm just talking shit. And I talked about the Lake Show. John Morant, he hurt himself, hurt his hand, hurt his wrist. AD hurt his arm, but he was back in. Grizzlies took it 128-112. The Heat, they won over the Bucks 130-117. Talked about that. Was talking about Giannis. He suffered a back injury, lower spine injury, I think, or a tailbone, injury. Was out for the rest of the game. Taylor Hero, he suffered a hand injury. I talked about that. He's out for the rest of the playoffs. Clippers won over the Suns. 115, 110 by 5 on them. Good basketball all around. No injuries at the Clippers and Suns. Talked about it. Nuggets won over the Wolves, 109-80. Talked about that. I was running out of the goddamn job trying to get, to the house, get changed, get over here, and get my updates and announcements. And talked about the racism with Mark Taylor driving around. Thank y'all for tuning in this evening. If you haven't, again, subscribe. Please go over to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Do the damn thing. I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. Talking too much, my head spinning, things of that nature. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. Throwed him right on out. Now, let me go to the clip. Oh, the change on. Throwed him right on out. They throwed him right on out. It's Mr. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T, radio podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T, Cutthroat Radio Podcast. I said C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T, Radio Podcast. C-U-T-T-H-O-A-T, Cutthroat Radio Podcast. Announcements and updates. Thank y'all for tuning in this evening. If y'all don't catch it now, y'all will catch it later. I know how y'all do. And to those that are just catching on right now, good morning to all of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all love and support out there. I'm gonna hit my YouTube. I am gonna hit my YouTube, but I am also gonna hit my IG and get all this shit over there on my IG, so I ain't gotta do it later on this evening or this morning. So anyway, blessings to all. Love y'all. Peace and hair grease. And all that good stuff. Rest in peace to my Uncle Jesse and all that good stuff right there. I'm out of here. Sha Rizzo. Yada.